Hello and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the Ligier LMP3, this time at Mexico City for yet another track guide. This isn't the fixed setup, I have done my own and it is available in the Dropbox in the description if you want it. Any questions, let me know in the comments and let's start the hot lap. Right, let's start the hot lap. So we are smashing it down the long main straight. So this is track temp 21, air temp 21. Track conditions started off at 55%, but this took me about an hour and a half to do, so it's probably gone up slightly from there. So first braking marker, braking up to about 80%, all the way down to second gear, back on the gas, little dab on the brakes, back on the gas, and then we're just a tiny little lift on exit of 3. And this is very low fuel as well, so there's 5 litres at the start of my hot lap. I basically just ran it until it was dry. Down to first gear, back on the gas. We're going to head over to the right hand side, up to third gear. Just going to do a light dab on the brakes, back on the gas at the apex, smoothly. Going to cut that corner now, a little lift through here so we can get over to the left-hand side. Little dab on the brakes, turn in. I missed the apex, but I got on the gas nice and early. Realised there was no off-track on the left-hand side there, which helped. As we come into turn 12, we're going to be braking again, sharply off, down to second gear, back over to the right-hand side, on the brakes, down to first gear, picking up the gas, little lift, back on the gas, quite lenient with the off-track there on both sides, down to first gear, once more on the gas, and over and across the line we go in a, what was it, a 1:39.1. So yeah, as I say, track 21, air 21, low fuel, and active reset. And that's how I got that. Right, we'll do the breakdown now. Okay, breakdown lap. I have put my setup in Dropbox or whatever it is, so there is a link in the description if you want it. Right, so the first braking marker's coming up, and it's just as we get to the 4 on the left-hand side. They're not particularly visible. Brake up to about 80%, we're just holding it there. Getting back on the gas at the apex in second gear. And it's not an immediate cliff face, as you can see there, so it was progressive pressure on the brakes. As soon as I'm straightening my wheel up, now I'm back on the brakes, only up to about 20%. Trail that off, getting back on the gas at the apex again in second gear. So I'm back on full, and now to get the car rotated, I just gave it a little lift. Now you can take it flat and take a little bit more corner, or a little bit more curb, but I didn't particularly enjoy that. My 21 Newton base wheel was hurting me. I'm a little girl. Right, as we come up to turn 4, we've got the braking markers on the right hand side. We're going to be braking midway between the 2 and the 1, as you can see, straight up to find the pressure. So for me, I've got my mBooster pedal set to vibrate at sort of 75, 76%. So that's the reason why I can find it straight away. Down to second, and I'm going to drop it down to first now. So I've trailed it off all the way down to the apex. Now I drop it down to first, get back on the gas over to the left-hand side, and now I'm going to lightly dab on the brakes and then pick back up on the gas at the apex. A little bit slippy on exit. Now we're going to get to exactly where I am here. There's nothing obvious that you can spot on a single screen, but just get a feel for it. On the brakes up to about 40%, trail that off, drop it down to first, and we're looking to try and pick up the gas midway between the 2 apeces. Again, can be a little bit slidey on exit. Up to third gear. And again, very tricky here to sort of spot where the braking marker is. But if you do it for an hour and a half, you just sort of get a feel for it. But it's here. You're on the brakes, only up to about 35%, picking up on the gas at the apex again. We can cut this corner quite a lot on the right-hand side. but I did a little lift through here to open up the following turn. And as we get to this orange sort of siding on the left-hand side, that's when I get on the brakes. And I actually started my turn in a little bit late. So I had been getting my right-hand tyres over this curbing on the right-hand side, but I did miss it here. However, I was still able to get on the gas and realize that you can cut this inside curb quite a lot as well. And we come up to the little infield tricky section to finish off. And again, the braking for this actually starts just at this curbing on the left-hand side. Brake briefly up to about 80%, trail that off, down to second gear, picking back up on the gas, over to the right-hand side, and we're going to start braking just as we get to the end of these blue Mexico City banners on the wall on the right-hand side. Brake briefly up to about 55%, trail it off, down to first gear, and we want to be starting, picking up the gas as we hit this apex. I was quite late on it. Little lift, back on the gas, and as you can see, the off-track's very lenient here on the left-hand side, as long as we're keeping our right-hand tyres on the track. As we get to the end of this curbing, though, little dab on the brakes. Down to first gear, I found better for me, cutting this corner on the right. Up to 100%, hug it back over to the right-hand side, and over and across the line we go. Got one final version coming up next with the driving line on without me talking. Enjoy.